Ngondo masiasi ya Ngombo TV na vikaba St. Francis Misyani Girls balana vikane kendane na nyina mwalimu obanyanya ndabye maondo manini kusu tumaito nondo wakwetha kwethiwe na maondo manyingi ala methiokie tuine kendate manekela ke utati yanguko ne chao ate manekela ke utuma wesa kwethia bena thina ila tumaito maluka makalika ndone ite ko matethia atekekesa kwewa kana ni moiwe manane wa omonde mwalimu nne skulu ni wa Misyani Girls no kutetethesha kumana kila kikwete thina na chao kila kikutetia ngoko masito makwenta bena dombua na ni St. Francis Misyani Girls.
My name is Lucia Robert, Principal St. Francis Misyani Girls in Kangundo Sub-County.
Asante sana mwalimu kwa wakati wako. Ningependa unieleze ni nani wa kulaumiwa kutokana na vifo ambavyo vinatokana na mitandao ya kijamii?
Several people are to blame, the students themselves. In the first place, our youth are living beyond their means. Because I believe for any child to go to college, that the parents have already provided what they can afford. But these students want to live a life that is beyond the ability of the parent. So they go sourcing people, big men, to maintain them. Some of them, they meet them, as you're saying, in the internet, and they suffer because these are people that they have not experienced before. And for them to pay for the services that they offer, they end up hurting the students. Two, I also blame it on the parents. Some parents are very busy. When they get rooms for their students in some place, wherever the students live, the parents have no time to monitor who is living with my daughter, whether they attend classes. So there's a bit of negligence from the part of the parent. Three, I blame it on the general society. Wherever this child lives, she may be renting a house that belongs to a landlord. Do the landlords ensure that the kids that live in these houses are well taken care of? Do they bother to know who is visiting the young people that are living in this? So theirs is just demand for money, greed. What is killing Kenya is greed. Everybody wants excess money. Yeah, so the landlord, the owner of the house where these children are living, all they need is money, whether the girl sleeps there every day, whether they live with their parents, relatives, or whoever, they don't care. All they need is rent paid. So that way, anybody can access these innocent children.
Je, wazazi wanafaa kujihusisha na mambo ya mahusiano ya watoto wao?
Yes, yeah, it is very, very important. But there is also a feeling among the parents that, fulani thinks I'm getting into their nerves. I should not get into their private life. A child is a child. I am a child of someone at my age. So the parent has a right to know where does so-and-so live, what time does he or she come back to the house, who does she relate with. It is the responsibility of the parent to monitor. And even in college, if it were possible, even the college administration should get to know, they should desire to know where our students are living and the conduct. Yeah. Yes, he has every right. After all, the child is supposed to be open and share their relationships, who they are seeing, what their plans are, the choice of subjects that they are doing. The students should be open to their parents. Yeah. So the parent has a right to know details. Yeah, what plans the child has.
Je, mwalimu, ni vyema wazazi kuwaka juu ama kupanda juu wakati ambapo wanaambiwa na watoto wao kuhusu mahusiano yao?
From both sides, nobody should overreact. You know, everybody should give the other space. And the parents should also allow their daughters and sons to grow. Otherwise, so sometimes parents will want to react the way their own parents reacted to their growing up. It is good to allow students to make choices, but guided. So the advice here is both to the parent and to the child. The child should be open. Let the child tell the parent, I will bring home a visitor on Saturday. What kind of a visitor? Don't just say you are bringing a visitor only to surprise your parent with a big tummy-head man who is over 70 years. So the child should be open to the parent. The parent should allow the daughter or son to make choices, but guided choices. Everybody knows what is right and wrong. And even when you find a student watching pornography in their house, they click off when you get to the house. So this person, God created us in a very unique way. There is a sense in us that knows what I am doing is wrong, what I'm doing is right. So while we blame technology, we are wondering what happened to our sixth sense that tells us this is right, this is wrong. After all, personally, I don't drink. If you bring me beer, shall I drink? Simply because you brought me beer here. In a hotel, a couple comes for a meal. Each of them will turn to their phone. In fact, even the waiter now has a problem asking, what are you taking? Because after placing the order, you go back to your phone. So now, who do we blame? We blame everybody. Yeah, so tuwajibike, all of us need to be responsible. Then the country also. This we are calling net. Are you saying it cannot be controlled? That a child can access any site? Are you saying we cannot control these sites? We can. If we can control the movies that we are watching in the TV, we can also control these sites so that they are limited as a country, as a region. I don't blame the government, but I am sure there is something we can do to limit the far our children can go. Somehow, I want to believe when we began to take our children to boarding schools, the parent may take their children to boarding school thinking it's out of love, but the child takes it as negligence and hatred. That is why when you go for visiting, the child cries and wonders, you came to dump me in school, you are eating sausages at home, in school we are eating githeri. So this child becomes bitter. And because they feel like my dad, my mom doesn't want me, even when they get home, even when you are sick in bed, this child has no feeling for you. Mama ananichukia alinitupa shule. 2, we are thinking for our children. From the youngest age, when you leave your child with a house help, the first thing that the mother, the dad will ask, anauliza house help, and it could be a grown woman, nani alikunywa uji? Lunch alikula? You know, like you are imagining this house help does not have brains. You are thinking for the housekeeper. When they grow, you don't take the child to the next school next to your home. You choose a school for them. A bus will be coming for this child to take them to another school, not the one next to your home. What are you doing? This child grows like a zombie. After class 8, she's admitted at Misyani, you choose another school for them. After Form 4, she's admitted to this university to do this course. Namwambia, no, my son, let me choose. So we expect too much from these kids. We trained them from childhood not to think. And that is when they go to the university, the girl is waiting for you to choose a boyfriend. And because you are not available, they choose a foreigner who has money. We are to blame. I am to blame. To our young girls, that your life is at your fingertips. I mean, your life is in your hands. It is, you determine your tomorrow, your today and your tomorrow. Let us not rely so much on outsiders. Let us not rely on men. We have brains just like men. Everybody has a brain. So let us utilize our brain well. And as much as possible, let us try to be moral, maintain our high level of morality.